what is going on, everyone? It is Thursday, February 13th, 2025. I think I need blue light glasses. My fucking eyes hurt. Shoot, I don't think we're supposed to curse in the first few minutes of the show.
Might as well just end the show now. End the show now, T. Good job. Good job.
That's on me. That's on me. What's up, Kale? What's up, Scott? What's up, William? What's up, Aaron Murray? I'm TBob A-Bear. He is Aaron Murray, and this is Snaps, a college football podcast. And here in the offseason, we do twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I don't think we said that officially, guys. That's going to be the new rhythm for the offseason. Will be twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Aaron, what's up, man? How we doing today?
Doing good, man. Happy Thursday, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great week so far. And we'll try to keep the cussing down a little bit.
I think it's more about like at the beginning. Not really, dude. You know, I mean, without a doubt, every time I get on the internet and I'm doom scrolling social media videos and I see everybody else censoring both their like text to speech and the speech itself, I'm like, ugh. So I guess it's actually how you min max, but I don't have the energy to do that. You know,
no, just be ourselves. You know,
let's just be ourselves.
Yeah, just be ourselves. Let's have fun.
So Snap's all about be yourself. Success of the show be damned. I agree.
Happy Valentine's, early Valentine's, everyone. Don't forget, get your flowers, get your cards. Get ChatGPT to write you a nice note.
Definitely don't do the last thing.
Why not?
Although I'm sure in Aaron's crypto bro brain, he views ChatGPT's writing as the height of
better than my fucking writing. I'll tell you that.
Oh, really? No, it's not. It's soulless and awful. The problem is, as with all things AI, today is the worst it will be. It'll be better tomorrow. It'll be better the day after that. And we are just slowly but surely going to get deep dicked. I mean, watch out, bro. I always thought that this job would be insulated from artificial intelligence, but I don't know anymore, dude. I don't know anymore.
What?
What do you mean?
You think there'll be robots?
Okay. You have machine learning here.
Yes.
Who can analyze hundreds of thousands of hours of the greatest takers of our time. Nick Wright, Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp, Colin Cowherd, the great takers of the past. They could take in all of this and then create takes. And even if you hate them,
once again, like they're going to feel soulless, though. To me, like there's no.
Maybe I hope.
So you're gonna think like it's all of a sudden there's gonna pop up. There's gonna be an Aaron and TBob faces that look real, and they're gonna be making some badass takes about college football.
I think they're gonna make more interesting takes than we will. And soon
will it be fun or will it be dry though? Will it just be like this?
Eventually, eventually it'll be fun. Hopefully, at that point though, we just like merge with robots or something.
Scott, what did you get?
Watch for the personality. AI can never compete or have abs. I hope y'all are right, dude. I hope you're right. I'm not entirely sure. Bo Malnari's baseball starts tomorrow. Hell yeah, Aaron. SEC baseball season, baby. Opening day. How we feeling? How are the
Can't wait to not watch baseball all off season.
God, you're such a hoe, dude. I'm telling y'all, man, the rhythm of an SEC baseball season is one of the greatest sporting rhythms out there because it's not overwhelming. It's not 162 games. It's 30 conference games, 3 every weekend. You basically know you got to take 2 or 3 every weekend. It's like so easy to keep up with. The SEC is all quality teams. It's only 16 teams to follow rosters on. I think it's actually like, if you enjoy baseball, I think it's a fantastic, tight product.
Maybe.
But you know, so whatever.
I think Georgia's ranked in the top 10, aren't they?
If your question is an SEC team ranked in the top 10? The answer is almost always yes.
Is it? It's like basketball nowadays too.
Another thing about baseball that kind of sucks or is weird, they have like 18 different polls. There's literally like 5 or 6 different polls. They're all a bit different. But here's the D1 baseball poll. through January 13th. A&M number 1. That's why Bo Mulner is so excited. Virginia number 2. And as you're going to see here, and we talk about football, and guys, we're going to get the football in a second. I apologize, but we talk about football being a 2-league sport. Baseball is even more insane. It's just ACC and SEC.
Yeah.
So A&M 1, Virginia 2, LSU 3. The defending national champs, Tennessee 4, Arkansas 5, UNC 6, Oregon State random 7. I mean, they're very good program, but random conversation. Georgia 8.
There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go, dogs.
10, Duke 11, Oregon 12, NC State, Wake Forest, Clemson, Vanderbilt, Oklahoma State. So out of the top 15, you have 2 schools that are not in the ACC or the SEC.
Travis in the chat, how we doing, fellas? Are y'all going to be watching the UFL? I am on one of the crews for the UFL.
Damn.
Doing sideline, T.
Why can't they fucking give me a UFL sideline?
Because you start shows off by saying fuck. That's why.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, probably. That probably makes sense. Whatever. We live in the McAfee era, okay? Fuck it. Doesn't matter. Like, I don't know. I guarantee I could eat a hot dog funnier than you.
Probably. Maybe next year. I got a call with the bosses tomorrow, so maybe I'll pitch that.
Because I'm not working sideline though. Is that good or bad, or just different?
It's just different. It's going to be me and Eric McLean on my crew working sideline together. I think it'll be fun. I think they're going to utilize a lot more sideline for this because there's so much more access. You can like interview the coaches, you can interview the players, you can do a lot more. So this isn't like a normal game where you'll go to the sideline report like 3 times during the game. Like this is a very different feel from an NFL or college football game. So it'll be fun. I'm sure we'll do some unique, silly things and bring out iPads and show plays and talk to coaches and all that. So it'll be fun.
Did you get kicked in the nuts? Did you get are your nuts or did you get kicked in the nuts?
Okay.
Jordan Mailata. No. He plays for USC. Who's a good UFL name? There's got to be some quarterbacks. Who's the Ole Miss quarterback? Probably still playing in there. Before Ole Miss quarterback, before Jackson Dart.
Before Jackson Dart.
Before Matt Corral. Right before Matt Corral.
Polynesian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see his face.
Yeah. What's his name?
I'm working on the name right now.
Jordan Ta'amu. Yes.
Ta'amu.
When Jordan Ta'amu gets hit in the nuts, thank you, Murder Giraffe. When he gets hit in the nuts, you better ask him about it on the sideline.
100%.
Or you're a bitch.
100%.
Not Chad Kelly. Though Chad Kelly's probably in the UFL as well. Is Swag Kelly in the CFL, actually? I think he might be, or he was. He definitely won a Grey Cup. He came in and won a Grey Cup.
Good for him.
Every year I say I'm going to watch spring football. I can't make any promises, guys.
Yeah.
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know.
I don't know if McCarron's playing again this year. We'll find out. We'll let you know soon. Starts up in a few weeks.
I should know. We almost did we did that show together for the now defunct stadium company. Me and AJ McCarron did. But then he signed with the Bengals. And so we never got to do it together. But that's how I ended up meeting SEC Mike. And that went great. So it's cool.
There you go.
Aaron, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? And then we'll get into it.
Running 12 miles.
Of course you are. Okay.
Yeah. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Not shit.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
So you're going to give me shit for being productive and doing a nice
12-mile
run with my wife.
No.
You're not doing damn shit.
The of course you are is me being like, of course you are. Y'all are both like perfect and have this giant house and you're both very good looking and you're in great shape. Y'all are.
We're training for a marathon.
Todd, I know. Y'all are Todd and Margot from Christmas Story. I mean, just, everything's it's just perfect. So like, of course, yes. Well, I'm sitting my fat ass on the couch Friday night and cooking up like fat ass food on the Blackstone. Y'all are going to be eating almonds and running 12 miles on the treadmill. Might even wash it down.
In my new 3-inch seam shorts too. Woo! Better watch out. 3 inches, baby. Come on.
Now, I love slutty shorts, so I fully agree. If you going with the 3-inch seam, hell yeah, dude.
I feel like you probably wear some slutty shorts.
slutty shorts, especially bathing suits. Don't even start.
Are we talking about 3-inch or are we talking about 5-inch seams?
I think 5. I don't think I've ever gone to 3. I might be a little too thick for 3. I don't know if it would work on multiple fronts. Like I made literally not fit. Like I could have ass cheeks hanging out. I told you the story from, I think it was maybe Easter last year when I was hanging out with some new people that were friends of one of my kids. And we went to a Memorial Day party, maybe it was. And I had my slutty shorts on and I'm sitting there at the edge of the pool. And one of the guys in the pool who's right at eye level with my genitals goes, Mr. Abear, I can see your testicles. And sure enough, I was sitting there spread leg and the sluts are so short that my dick and balls had just snuck their way out the side.
Nice.
Just hanging right there on the edge of the pool. Luckily, no kids in the pool, so I'm not a sex offender, but playing with fire a little bit,
Could be me tomorrow running. I'll let y'all know.
All right. Let's go. Okay, so on the docket today, we're going to talk about the Super Bowl numbers. We're going to talk about Greg Byrne continuing to piss me off every time he opens his mouth, even though he's like a really good AD. He's really good. And we'll live react to an On3 article by the biggest spenders in college football. Ohio State hires Matt Patricia to be their new DC. Got some 2025 hype. Rich Rod getting the band back together. And I'll mention this one off the top because it is a very quick piece of news.
Yep.
A bit of interesting legalese. I had heard this from a friend that I had that's pretty high placed at a major school that this was going to happen in terms of, remember the Biden administration on the way out tried to say that the NIL payments would have to abide by Title IX rules. And I'd heard that maybe that the Trump administration, they were expecting the Trump administration to change that. Well, that has become official as the Department of Education rescinds Title IX guidance that NIL payments must be proportionate. And this includes the revenue sharing. So it will indeed, we finally have a confirmation. It will indeed be up to each school as to how they want to allocate the $20.5 million in revenue sharing to each sport.
Because I know the big thing was you're going to get 20, 21, whatever it is. Football is going to get about 13, 14. I wonder if that's not going to jump to like 17, 18. I mean, right?
I think it's got to be. Oh, you're not talking percentages. You're talking million. I was about to say.
I'm talking about million. I'm talking about if there's $20 million in the pot.
I don't know.
What I was told it was going to be about 13 to 14 would go to football.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Now with this new ruling, I guarantee it's going to be more like 17, 18.
Well, but I would say the only thing I would say about that is I do think when they were playing with those numbers, I do think they were still expecting this to happen. So I don't know if this changed them for the. I could be wrong. That's my understanding.
When I talk to people, there's still a thought of when this was, if it's pre or post, whatever the discussion is, the $14 million is not enough. That you still need $10 more. So if you can go in there and get $3 more million, you're great.
But guess what? Collectives aren't actually going to go away. In my opinion, they're going to transform, maybe change.
100%. But once again, like you're going to put 10 million. Would you rather put $10 million on the collective to go get, or would you rather put $7 million on the collective to go get?
Yeah, but I mean, what do you? But you want to pay other sports, right? You play other sports, right? Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see what schools end up prioritizing. Like most schools will go men's basketball second.
Yep.
But like here at LSU, I would say
baseball,
it's all about football. About baseball, then it's even about like women's basketball, then even like gymnastics almost. Like people hate LSU basketball. I mean, they suck. They hate it nonetheless. So I don't know. We'll see.
But the SEC, I believe, is going to come to a number that they all play in the same ballpark. There's not going to be one program spending more on football than another. They're all going to agree whatever that number is. We're going to probably play by that number.
Be in the same ballpark. I agree. All right. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Aaron, did you see these Super Bowl TV ratings?
I did.
An average, a record average up 3% from last year of 127.7 million viewers. Peak at 137.7. And of course, the craziest part about this is it's a shitty game.
Yeah.
Absolute shitty game. And to be fair, the numbers actually peaked about midway through the second quarter. So like it could have gotten even more insane had it actually been a game. But it proves two things to me. First, it proves that look, man, the NFL is a beast unto itself. It's time to stop being like, we love college football. We always want to be like saber rattling. Second biggest sport in America. Might as well be the first because the NFL isn't a sport. Again, it is something unto itself.
Did you see the ticket prices for the Super Bowl? Like to just get in the boxes? I mean, I read an old article yesterday. I mean, people are maxing out credit cards, doing stupid shit just to get in there. I mean, it's just insane.
Yeah. Kendrick says, not like us. I say the Super Bowl's not for us.
No.
Because it is only for obscenely wealthy people.
Yes.
I mean, $10,000
Fortune 500 companies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But hold your tongue. The game was awesome. I'm an Eagle fan. So is that no? Look, I mean, I watched the whole game. I never turned it off. It was fascinating to see.
I did.
Eagles are our most complete team maybe ever seen. The winners of the Aaron Murray Bowl, but the game was still dog shit. So it proves again, like NBA, MLB, college football, guys, argue amongst yourselves, okay? Because like you will never be the NFL, and that's fine.
Yep.
And that's fine. I said on my radio show this morning, I love the movie Grandma's Boy. It will never be Godfather 2. And that's fine. Both can exist. Both can be great.
What did you think of Tom in the game? Just kind of there, kind of just didn't really add a lot.
Just kind of there is the exact way to say it.
Yeah.
My continual problem with Tom Brady, it's probably a function of expectation, but where's the insight?
There's none.
You're the most legendary player that has ever played the game, and yet all you do is just describe what's going on, like what we already see, and without really adding any insight to it. Like by far, and it's a sign that I remember this. By far, the most interesting thing he said all year long was like early on in the season, it was some Saints game he was on the call for, and a receiver dropped the ball. And he was like, and for me, that's the last time I'm going to him that day. Like I just cannot trust him anymore. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay. Like that's something we don't really hear about or consider, that you could be a receiver. You make one mistake and all of a sudden the quarterback's basically just taking you out of his mental equation. But that was like week 4.
I know.
Like
there was no describing my mind of why certain plays, how certain plays evolved, how certain things became open, or any real diagramming or breaking down. It was I see the play and I just talk about, quarterback had a nice drop, found the receiver, hit the receiver, or there's a nice hole, good vision, cut, made the play. It's like, but how did you get there? Like you are one of the smartest, maybe the smartest football player of all time. But that just shows you, like, just because you can do it on the field doesn't mean you can obviously articulate that in the booth. So, like,
again,
it's year one, but still, like,
he can articulate it. Like, he has the ability to.
I know.
It caused me to think, and I mean, look, it's crazy that we're saying this when in the same week he had a clip go semi-viral about where he's talking about my superpower was preparation.
Oh, yeah.
I knew the Kansas City Chiefs defense better than they knew themselves. It caused me to think, does he prep for these games?
He definitely prepped for the games. Obviously, Romo got some shit about that because Romo kind of got to a spot where he wasn't prepping. He's golfing.
But Romo did prep. And that's why he got so amazing, is because he used to know. No, he lost his way. He maybe stopped a little bit. I know he got into trouble. He maybe got the big head, got a little lazy. But early on, he was absolutely brilliant. He could tell you exactly what's going on before the snap. And that
was so exaggerated. He would do that like 2 out of freaking 15 times, and we would go crazy because he'd get clipped out.
Nah, he would.
You shoot your shot. You shoot your shot enough, you're going to hit a couple of them, and that's all he was doing. Okay, he was shooting his shot, and he hit a couple, and we all lose our fucking mind over it. And I'm like, that's the 10th time he said it. Finally, it worked.
Romo's explaining the coverage, why you're motioning
this guy. He does a good job of that. I don't love listening to Romo.
What you're trying to affect the defense in. And I don't know if it's people telling Tom not to be like Romo, but in my opinion, he needs to absolutely be more like Romo.
No, Romo's issue is Romo doesn't shut up. Romo will talk the entire game.
good. I'd rather have Tom Tork the entire game.
I don't know. I still think Olsen is the best.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
I think Greg's the best. I think Greg's the best in college. I think Greg's the best in NFL. Of all the football commentators, Olsen was the best, and still is the best.
I saw Greg at and honestly, you know, Greg, very public comments. He knows he's good because he had some very public comments about like, fuck this company, basically, like there's no upward mobility for me. Like,
of course there's not. You're number 2 behind Tom Brady. Like,
yeah.
What do you expect?
I saw him on Radio Row, and dude, you're talking about a good-looking guy.
Oh yeah,
he's so giant. He's got these blue eyes. Like,
who's number 1 CBS?
Wait, oh no, that's Fox.
Shows you how much NFL I watch.
Nance Romo.
Yeah, Nance Romo. Duh. There you
go. Yeah. Jeez. I'm sorry, my brain's.
I like Aikman.
Look, Aikman. Yes. Aikman is the consummate pro. He's great at it.
Yep.
Yeah, Aikman's fantastic. Aikman and Joe Buck are like a Thanksgiving meal. Yep. Like they're just so good, so nostalgic, but still tasty. Fucking love it.
Agreed.
I'll tell you what I really love: Troy Aikman's HGH body. That man is fucking jacked still to this day, dude.
He's just like a big dude. He's like 6'4", like 240.
That's what I'm saying. You're out here running all these miles. How about you try to stop getting skinny and start trying to look like Troy?
Do we need to pull up the pictures? Your boy is lifting 3 or 4 times a week too, on top of the running. So don't
who you are?
Yes.
Why don't you look like Troy Aikman then?
Because he's just a big son of a bitch.
Why is nothing popping up under Troy Aikman abs on Twitter? That's insane. Troy Aikman shirtless, still not. What the fuck?
He's too classy for your classless shit. That's why.
No.
I think so. All right, let's get to some college football. We're 23 minutes in. Come on, let's go.
Yeah,
okay. Looking at freaking Aikman's abs.
Relax.
Jeez.
Can I just show it once?
I don't want to see Troy Aikman's abs.
Now, admittedly, very HGH-y here, as you can see. But look at that, dude. Look at that. Still got defined abs. That's not even a picture I'm thinking of. Okay, whatever. Let's get into them. College football. Greg Byrne. What are we doing, dude? Okay, so Alabama AD Greg Byrne opened his mouth again. And again, I find myself upset. And I want to preface this all with saying it's insane because he's obviously actually a fantastic AD.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think that he was just riding the coattails of Nick Saban. And certainly having Nick Saban would help anybody. But, like, look at Alabama sports.
Yeah.
Basketball is fucking incredible. Women's basketball is really good, ranked to the top 25. Baseball's
way better.
In a long time and getting better. Softball's fucking incredible.
Yes.
Like the sports are so good. But my God, Greg Byrne sucks. Mm-hmm. So latest piece, he's talking to ESPN. They're asking about how to stop field storming and court storming. And of course, it's ahead of a massive college basketball game this weekend, which is really fantastic, actually. I think I'm going to watch, even though I don't give a damn about college basketball. Auburn, Alabama, 1v2. Are you shitting me? And in terms of the context of like a desperate Auburn, because that's all sports are, is wanting to be able to lord over your friends and shit on them. And Auburn hasn't been able to shit on anybody, and yet here they sit. I mean, you win this game. Ooh, powerful. Anyway, so here's what Greg Byrne had to say about how to stop court storming. I think from a safety standpoint, keeping people off the field and courts is a good thing for everybody involved. Okay, I actually agree with that. I think it is a danger, and all it takes is one person doing something fucking sideways, and then it's big issue. But he goes on to say, if we said that the home team, if they storm the field or the court, they're going to lose the game right then and there, that will stop it. He goes on to double down, saying, quote, I'm not overly optimistic and understand it's not a popular opinion in a lot of people's view. We get criticized for it, and that's okay. I do believe in it. If somebody can come up with something that's a better idea that does not include that, I'm all for it. I'm not saying it's the only possible way. I'm convinced in my own simple mind that would be something that would stop it. Again, guys, he wants to, if you storm the field, to change the result of the actual game. This is fucking insane to me. Again, I think field storming, court storming is out of control. I think partially it's
last year got out. Last year was any sort of big win, everyone stormed the field. I'm like, okay, this is getting a little too normal. You know, it feels like every weekend we're getting some sort of field storming right now, and it's a little bit too much at the moment.
And we've done our old man, like, it's because of Instagram stories and Snapchat and everybody wants to, like, we've done that thing. So I agree with Greg on that, but like, he found the single most bitch-made solution possible. His solution makes the entire reason that we're all there completely irrelevant. Like, the battle on the field or court is all that matters. So to have the result of the battle be determined by something that has nothing to do with the game is fucking insanity, Greg. What are we talking about?
Could you, I mean, I get that there is a safety component to this. I get it, that we've seen issues. We've seen opposing teams and players get in certain physical altercations with fans. They come into their face and start talking smack. All of it gets a little bit crazy at times, but it is beautiful. Like, it is a beautiful scene to see. I mean, when you look at, ESPN or whoever's covering the game,
it's a good one. Yeah, it's a good.
Oh, it looks awesome. It's like, dude, I want to be there. This is true pageantry. This is college. This is passion. This is everything that we tune in to watch. And we tried the $100,000. Obviously, no one gives a shit about spending $100,000.
Well, that got that. No, it's more than that though. That's the first offense.
Yeah.
Second, I think it jumps up to like
but you're not going to get multiple
million. Yeah, no, there were schools. I mean, did Tennessee?
Could you delay storming until the opposing team's off the field?
No, I mean, again, no. Like, what are we?
Just hold back the climax for a couple more pumps.
That's not how it works.
Just a couple more.
That's not.
No, you couldn't hold it off for a couple more.
Well, no. How would you do it? Like, I'm saying, like, how do you stop people from entering the field? Because at that point, if you can hold people off for 3 more minutes, it's okay. I'm going to do a classic TBob sex joke here. Here we go, guys. Fuck it, kind of my thing. If I could not come for 5 more minutes, I would not come for 5 more minutes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's me. I don't know what to tell. Like, if you could stop people from coming on the field, then you would stop people from the field. So, like,
tantric field storming.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe some tantric.
I've never heard of tantric until today's show, so now it's intriguing to me. I don't know. I don't know if there's a solution.
Sessions.
I think what he said is absolutely absurd and just. I get everyone wants to storm the field when they play Alabama if they beat them, and so it just kind of pisses you off because there's no other team. You know, they are the team. If you beat Bama and you're at home, you're storming the damn field. But I mean, the same thing could happen for Georgia. Other teams have happened.
That was the funniest part about all the replies is everybody being like, "Not anymore, you bitch ass. Y'all ain't shit no more. We don't give a fuck." I don't know.
I still think if teams beat Alabama at home, there's a good chance they're going to storm the field. We'll see. I guess raise the money, have cameras, and suspend the students that you catch. I don't know. To me, if you had to weigh the pros and cons, I would still say the excitement, the love, the passion, to me outweighs what could negatively happen. So I'm fine with it. I am perfectly fine with the storming. How many truly moments have we seen where it has gone that bad? And I get there's a talk of like, well, you keep letting it happen, then something really, really bad could eventually happen. But I mean, how many field stormings have we seen or court stormings have we seen? Hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah. It's been okay.
It's been okay.
Yeah.
No. I mean, you're like, I can't not drive my car every day because I'm afraid that one moment of craziness is going to happen.
Yeah. No, I mean, look, I agree. I think, look, if Greg wants other potential solutions, I do think the increased money has had an effect and will continue to do so. Maybe you increase the first line, but I'm even willing to get into like maybe lost scholarships and stuff, right? Like off the field program punishments, that even maybe is a step too far, but I'm willing to entertain that. But again,
once again, this is
go
not
after the sanctity of the result is fucking insane.
But whose fault is the storming? Whose fault is the storming?
The fans.
Who is to blame?
Yeah, the fans, the crowd, the people. So yeah, I mean, lost scholarship sucks for sure, but that's also like something that the fans would not want for the team that they're obsessed with. But again, you're not fucking with the result of the game, right? Like I think there's
you cannot give an L for that.
And so to put this out there and then to double down on it, disgusting. Again, it's his holier than thou NIL statement where he's talking about, you've probably heard about other schools luring our players away with promises of $1 million paydays. Could it be us? Pay for Yale, Alabama. It's well, we're not going to schedule any hard opponents if this is how you're going to treat us. You didn't schedule any hard out of conference opponents, you gaslighting bitch. You lost to the SEC. Anyway, but you're a great AD, Greg, which is the craziest part about all this. So, like, I know you know what you're doing, and you knew that we were going to react in this way to your statement. So why even put it out there in the first place? What's your game, Greg? You got something cooking up underneath. I know that. Anyway. Don't have the results of the game hinge on storming, to be clear. All right, let's get to an On3 article that seeks to provide some information on NIL collective staffers, top spinners, highest paid transfers, and whatnot. In this article, they spoke with personnel staffers and NIL collectives across the Power Four to learn who spent the most money in the portal. According to the ACC guys, names Oregon, Ohio State, Miami, Tennessee, Texas, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, South Carolina. No surprise there. The SEC guy said, you Tennessee, Oregon, Ohio State, Texas as well. He also goes on to mention Auburn, Clemson, Florida State, Texas Tech. We did the whole thing on Texas Tech the other day. We know they were big spinners, which surprised a lot of people. Nebraska in here. I mean, really no surprises here. Maybe I'm a bit surprised not to see LSU on there, considering that they ended up with
I'm a bit surprised to see Ole Miss on there because Ole Miss kind of put all their chips out there a year ago. And obviously it did not work out. I did not think they could I think they could go back-to-back years with the money.
Let an Ole Miss fan tell me if I'm wrong here. Outside looking in, I think we feel like, oh man, Ole Miss put all this money in and it was a failed season. And I'm sure Ole Miss feels that because, again, you don't lose to Florida and you're in the playoff, right? So, like, that really sucks. At the same time, based on the history of Ole Miss, it's still a 9-3 year in which you beat the fuck out of Georgia, right? Like, certainly you had disappointing moments, but you still went 9-3. That's still very good. Did you end up winning your bowl game? I think so. Yes. Yeah. You smashed your bowl. Like, so 10 wins coming off 11. Like, it's not some disaster of a year. Like, I think Ole Miss still looks.
I'm not saying it's a disaster of a year, but they put a lot into that roster.
I know, but I think, and I think they're like, okay, well, while we're still maybe didn't get exactly what we wanted, we still took the lesson away that, okay, when you spend, you win. And I think they still probably enjoyed that season quite a bit. And so I still think that boosters are incentivized to pay. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm speaking out of pure opinion here.
Yeah.
No inside info. Just my read on it.
Nebraska, though, let's go, baby.
Well, we knew that though, right? That's I don't find none of the names here are surprising. It's interesting to see South Carolina mentioned a couple times, in that obviously they've been able to.
They get they had to get the big money for Stewart, so that's a lot of money right there. And Lenoris. But they're the true ones of, hey, they tasted success. They were on the verge of being in the playoffs, and a lot of people, including myself, thought they were a worthy playoff team. And people are like, we like this feeling. Like, we love for 5 weeks, and it wasn't just me, but for a lot of people throughout November, we're talking about how South Carolina was the hottest team in college football. Were they not?
They were.
People like what we talked about. They want to be the second in class.
But we could also say that we were wrong because they ended up getting their ass kicked by Byrne, Illinois.
They didn't get their ass kicked. They lost. But still, for 5 weeks, they were one of the hottest teams in college football. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely.
People
You can go back and play the show.
Fans loved it, as they should.
Exactly. So they knew what they had to do. They got to pony up. They lost a lot defensively. Still got questions on them next year. They were asked the question, who's the highest paid player in the transfer portal? And it looks like Darian Mensah. It's between Mensah and Carson Beck. It seems like for who's the highest paid.
Mensah, because Mensah, it's been reported that he got 8 over 2.
Well, this is where it gets funny, man. Nobody knows. Because look at this answer. This guy says, I heard he got 4 million. This other guy says he got 3 million from what I heard, and Beck got 3.5. And then this guy says Carson Beck, he's somewhere in the 6 million ballpark.
Well, that guy's an idiot. So, Carson got around 3.
Which, by the way, Carson and Cavender are like fucking Timu, Skeens, and Dunn. Just, I mean, so badly want to be Livy and Paul, and just falling so fucking short. Have you seen the new social? I mean, it's just the same thing. It's just so awkward.
It's just an awkward dance for 10 minutes where Carson doesn't know what he's doing.
So yeah, but look, like Darian Mensah, he's somewhere 3 to 4 million. Lenora Sellers, they believe is maybe around 3 million, if not more. Of course, Carson Beck. I think Beck's agency actually put out a graphic saying 4 million though. Mm-hmm. So you're right about that. God, coming off of a UCL injury. Mm-hmm. How about this? What's the craziest ask you had from a transfer? The guy from the SEC says athletes are now asking for like $100,000 car on top of the deal, furnished 3-bedroom townhouse. Why don't you pay us extra $100K to cover our taxes, private air travel for the family to and from games? The dude from the ACC said, we had someone ask for $2.8 million, 2 cars for $200,000 and living and transportation taken care of. No, we didn't get them. So the in there implies that someone maybe gave into those demands.
Cars grow on trees, apparently. Everyone wants a car.
That's what the Big 12 guy said. Every athlete's out here like, give me a car. Which I mean, so to be fair, coaches get cars for free.
True.
I don't know how known that is, but almost every program has a deal with a dealership where the coaches get free cars.
Yeah, but the coach has to do one, it's leased. 2, it's not given to them. And 2, they have responsibilities. They have to do commercials.
The assistant coaches don't do no fucking car commercials.
Oh, assistants.
I ain't never seen an O-line coach out here pimping Richard's
Honda. But that's the head coach's responsibility to essentially cover all the coaches.
I'm just saying cars do kind of grow on trees. Literally. There's shit ton
more. Now all tariffs, shit's about to get expensive.
The number 2 story on the right. Yeah, I did see this for all you YouTube TV enjoyers. Apparently, it was going on my group text this morning. Apparently, CBS and Paramount have pulled out of YouTube TV. They can't agree to a price, and March Madness is right around the corner.
Ooh.
Gotta love being the consumer when our corporate overlords go to battle. You know who loses? Fucking us.
Mm-hmm.
Because when they eventually settle, it's going to be more expensive. And who's that price increase going to be? Who's that buying price going to be passed on to? Fucking us.
Mm-hmm.
You notice they won't give you March Madness, but they also won't take off of that bill. Sucks. This is kind of interesting. What's the hardest position to retain in your roster? O-line and linebacker?
I would say definitely O-line.
Yeah, O-line seems to be the common denominator answer.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that, though, do you think?
One, there's not enough really good offensive linemen.
Yeah.
You know.
So a dearth of product.
Yeah.
Scarcity.
Lots of scarcity of the offensive line. And plus there's 5 positions. So like, what guy wants to stay and sit the bench? I can go somewhere else and play.
True.
Even if it's not like tackle, I go play guard. I can play right guard. I play left guard. I play tackle. I just play.
Trying to hold depth in the offensive line is going to be absolutely insane.
Miserable.
Oh, wow. Ryan Smith says YouTube TV is offering an $8 credit for users to subscribe to Paramount Plus. What's the hardest position to add on a roster? Running back, it says wide receiver. This is interesting. You get a quarterback last year for $500K. Now it's at least 1 to 1.5. While the elite guys are like,
I think the quarterback market has gone crazy.
I still think it's defensive tackles though, but we'll see. I just remember last year's defensive tackle spring market went crazy. So many guys that we talked about for so long on so many shows, and then you never really thought about again. Like, did you think about Dominic Williams or Simeon Barrow at all last football season?
Mm-mm.
I don't know that I did.
Mm-mm.
I talked about him a lot. How much you deal with tampering in the transfer portal? Everybody's just like, I mean, duh. It's just how it works. Everybody's tampering. It is what it is. What impact did revenue share make on portal spending? This just basically says that everybody went all in here. That in this case, saying we were about 50% too low. And again, I told you all that in meeting with some of my sources at LSU that, yeah, pretty much everybody in the country had the understanding of, okay, whatever nut we built up in the bank, we are going all in here at the end. And then finally, what will be the biggest need in the spring transfer portal? I wonder. So it says D tackle again.
O-line, D-line.
Yeah,
Look at the Super Bowl. Look at the Super Bowl. How did the Eagles win? Dominated the line of scrimmage. D-line could get after it, rushing 4. O-line protected. They ran the ball better than anyone else in the NFL this year. O-line, D-line. O-line, D-line, O-line, D-line, O-line, D-line.
Alabama, Georgia, Illinois, Wisconsin, Oregon, and Texas Tech all just reached a new licensing deal with the NCAA football game to be putting more than the $600. Is that true? If that is true, I mean, won't everybody just follow suit?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wisconsin and Illinois sneaking in there? It's a little interesting.
Chat says they want to look at your college football stats. Let's check them out.
A lot of picks, a lot of INTs in that thing. Too many picks.
Oh, wow. What? No, it was a different time, dude. It's like me and my old man were playing the game the other day where we were looking at like late 80s, early 90s box scores and stuff. And like you were a really good quarterback.
If you threw like 60%
completion, and if you could have like a 3-2 or a 1.5 to 1.
Because we ain't throwing every pass behind the line of scrimmage. Like all my passes were like 10 yards down the field.
True.
At least. True. Everything was like daggers, posts, goes, deep outs, corners. Fucking no bubbles.
All right, let's see here.
Nonsense game we live in nowadays. Kids afraid of going on the field.
Look at this, guys. Aaron Murray in 2012. 65% completion, 3,800 yards, nearly 4,000 yards, 36 tuds, only 10 picks. Let's go. 10.1 yards per attempt. Speaking of no bubble bullshit, guys.
No bubble
That's
bullshit.
Pushing the ball downfield, dude.
Fucking first yards per attempt, baby. Let's go.
When did you get hurt senior year?
Second to last game.
Damn. I know. Took away from some of that total.
Probably would have been like
really consistent stuff
30s.
Here, though, dude.
I know.
24 touch, 35, 36, 26.
Where's the rushing stats?
Hell of a freshman year here, bro.
Thank you.
Rushing stats, negative 68 yards as a junior.
Got a lot of sacks, I guess.
Sacked a lot.
I sacked a lot.
But look at this. Okay, 7 tuds as a senior. Love to see it. 186 on the ground. 167 as a rush. Pretty good, dude.
Yeah. 137 total touchdowns.
Okay. Let's go. What's next here? How many total touchdowns?
137.
Holy shit. I'm just trying to get one of them things. That's our QB1, guys. I agree.
Right, baby. Damn right.
10.1 yards per attempt. Suck it. So, Aaron, Matt Patricia hired as Ohio State DC. And I'm going to say this. I was not. Okay, I'll give you my original take, and then I'll tell you what Hester said on this morning show that maybe change someone who said, I didn't love this hire for this reason.
Hmm.
Matt Patricia is used to being an NFL coordinator and NFL coach. For some reason, outside looking in on the Patriots too, even though this is every NFL team, I felt they were kind of more like this even than others, where, hey, look, man, if you can't handle it, I've got a line of guys, like mentally, I've got a line of guys out there that physically are basically just as good. And so, like, you're fucking cut. Get out of here, right? Like in the NFL, I've always felt like that's why people always talk about how the ability to understand the playbook, the mental side becomes so important, because, like, if you can't hang, there's other dogs out there who may be a half step slower, but mentally aren't going to fuck up, aren't going to have MAs. Like, they'll be here, not you. So in the NFL, I've always felt like players have to rise to the level of the coaches, whereas in college, you have this set roster. Yeah, I know. I'm just giving my take off. You don't have to. You can disagree with it. But in college, you have to work with what you got. And you got to kind of meet the players where you are. And you got to try to create a system that looks complex, but is actually not, and is easy to understand. And I don't know that I think Matt Patricia can dumb down defenses enough for the college kids to understand and execute it.
One, I think he can dumb down the defense enough to allow guys to go out there and execute. Two, the Patriots always, to me, felt more like a college program in the sense of, we own you. Your ass is in here at 6 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock at night. Because, I mean, I was part of other teams. Like, I mean, Tom Brady talked about it. Like, when he went from the Patriots to Tampa under Bruce Arians, it was a different world. You show up at 7 or 8. You're done by 3. Go home. Go see your kids. Don't miss a recital. Don't miss a ball game. Be with your family. Like, a very different mindset. To me, and that's why Belichick and Saban got along so well, and why they were kind of like their clones for the NFL and college football, the way they ran their program, the way that it was a grind. The way
but that's not really what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about
why I think he could be and why he could translate is because it seems like a college program a little bit in the sense of the way they grind.
I'm talking about specifically, though, about the mental lift. But you think he can? You think he can dumb
so
down?
If you don't think he can do it, then what gives you any belief that Belichick can have success at Carolina? You don't think he's going to adapt?
I don't know. Belichick will have success at Carolina. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, he didn't have any success post-Tom, except for getting old girl. Shout out, Billy.
Yeah, seriously.
Billy Saltwater. No, I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen with Bill Belichick, bro.
I think these guys have to understand. They understand we don't have unlimited hours with these guys. They're still in college. They're still developing. Ryan Day let him know. Ryan Day is not going to set him up for failure. Ryan Day is not going to hire someone who doesn't present a way in which, hey, I understand that this is different than being with the New England Patriots. This is my plan and how I'm going to have success.
Now, look, to be fair, I was talking to Jake about this morning, rattled off the same take, and he basically said that he ended up interviewing Matt Patricia at the Super Bowl last week. He's kind of like, yeah, Matt Patricia, this is going to be boring. He said Matt Patricia was like fucking awesome, like charismatic, like sucked him in immediately personality-wise. Saw one of his old Patriots players. They were like so pumped up, like hugging. He just said like he was like that he could see him being a very good recruiter, very good motivator. Obviously, somebody have a good relationship with the players. Mm-hmm. So I could be completely wrong on Matt Patricia here. And nothing else, you're bringing a guy with a great resume in.
Oh, yeah.
And you get a little bit of in Full Metal Alchemist, they have the law of equivalent exchange. Mm-hmm. Well, you lose Chip Kelly to the NFL, you bring an NFL guy in. Other side of the ball, but so it's a big name, if nothing else.
It is a big name. Very big name.
He just couldn't hack it in sports media, dude. You know? He was producing Bill Belichick's content this last year for 33rd team, and he just couldn't fucking hang. Had to go back to playing football, coaching.
He was producing it.
Yeah. He literally wasn't in coaching last year. He was Bill Belichick's producer.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Good luck, man. He's gonna have some hell of players on that side of the football.
Aaron, I got.
I also think that there's a level of respect. One last thing, and the same thing with Belichick. If you're a defensive player and a guy that has been with the Patriots and won Super Bowls is in that room with you and said, "Guys, this is what it takes to win, and this is what it takes to get to the NFL," you perk up a little bit more. I think the name, the recognition, understanding where he came from, earns a little bit more level of respect.
Dave's here says it took Wink Martindale until week 5 or 6 to figure out he had to simplify stuff because of a lot of time. Yeah. I mean, again, I think that's a real thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's a real thing, though. How about some 2025 hype, guys? And we're not going to spend too long on this, but you know how, Aaron, you were saying you were getting a little sick of Arch Manning? Well, guess what, bro?
Oh.
Don't forget, he plays Ohio State week 1 in Columbus. It's just starting, bro. Are you fucking shitting me? The prince that was promised, Arch Manning, the heir apparent to the greatest football family we've ever seen, kicking it off in the horseshoe against the defending national champs. Caleb Downs to the other side of the ball. Jeremiah Smith versus the Texas secondary. Will it be Julian Sand? Will it be somebody? I mean, bro.
It's Sand. First off, it's Julian Sand.
We are going to talk about this game and Arch Manning. Are you prepared, Aaron? How old are you now? You're 33 or 34?
4.
Okay, you're 34 now. Am I back? My computer just did something funny. You're 34 now. Are you prepared? Which means what? We probably got, hopefully about 40 years left. Something like that. We'll say 50.
50 would be nice.
Are you prepared to spend probably 15 to 20 hours of that God-given time talking about Arch Manning and having the same conversations over and over again because it's fucking coming because they're playing Ohio State to start the season? I can't wait. Can't wait.
He is a good quarterback and has potential. Just, I don't know if he's that good. Like people saying that he's going to be the whole Cam Newton a week or two ago when Cam came on TV and said teams are going to tank next season for Arch Manning. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? What has he done that anyone wants to tank for him right now?
Okay, but what has his family done as well, though? They've won fucking
100%
Super Bowls.
100%.
If I'm buying a horse and I see that Papa's won the Triple Crown, I'm paying more for that nut. It's again why I think we should stud Archie Manning.
Yeah, you're paying for the nut, but we've seen what that nut has done through limited action, but it has not been let's kill our season to draft him. I have not seen that level of excellence yet.
Bet big, I mean, even if Arch sucks, there's still going to be some other number 1 quarterback out there.
True. Yeah, 100%.
So if he's awesome
this year, I don't want to draft a quarterback in the top 10 this year.
Not this year.
Not this year.
Can you imagine?
Yes, Caleb. What has that not done? What has it done?
Can you imagine sneaking into Archie Manning's bedroom and milking him and then secretly selling the cum on the black market? How much you think you get for it, dude?
Sheesh. You wouldn't want it yourself, though?
I can't get pregnant. I don't have a vagina.
Oh, you meant like, I don't know if you were saying like you were like a girl sneaking in.
No. I'm talking about
like you
sneaking in to his room, milking him while he's asleep.
I thought you meant like some Texas sorority girl sneaking in there.
No.
More realistic.
I'm selling the nut on the black market, on the Silk Road, the dark web, to the highest bidder. Who wants Who wants to be an Archie Manning surrogate? Smart stuff, guys. Smart stuff, guys. Look, if my wife
gets pregnant, surrogate because it'd still be your baby.
No, it's not my baby. It's not my nut.
How is it not?
What?
Do you know what a surrogate is?
I guess I don't really. Yeah, no. That's a surrogate is when it is still your baby. You're just getting somebody. Yeah, and I guess I want to keep the kid in this case.
Where's a surrogate when it's you have a couple, they give both of their eggs and sperm to another person to essentially have their baby.
Yeah, or I guess it's like a gay couple that has like a surrogate mom. Okay, I think we're getting a little lost in the weeds here. The point is, if my wife ends up pregnant, remember that I'm fixed, meaning I have secretly jerked off Archie Manning while he's asleep. That's the point.
My dog's wagging her tail right now. She listens to this.
What does that mean? I don't understand what you're trying to say. So get ready, Aaron. The Arch Manning hype. Just beginning. Dude, you know what? I know you can accuse me of being a homer, guys, but I think objectively this is big. This Clemson LSU game is going to be insane.
Yes.
Top 10 teams, Heisman Trophy candidates, All-American candidates at quarterback, weapons all over the field for both teams. LSU hadn't won over since 19. Clemson's lost 3 or 4. I'm calling it now. I don't think LSU wins. Bro, is Clemson? Let's start this.
What a week one.
I know it's crazy. It's crazy.
Even like Alabama, Florida State. I mean,
yeah. Miami, Notre Dame. Wait, your mic just switched over for some reason. Do you actually unplug it, maybe?
Yeah, I did.
Anyway, we're going to talk a lot about Archman. Exactly.
Syracuse.
What?
Tennessee, Syracuse.
Oh, that's a good game.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. The
Georgia Tech, Colorado.
Wait, but Aaron, how about we start this? Oh, that's good too. Wow. God. It's gonna be a long offseason of edging waiting for that week 1. How about this though, Aaron? Clemson. National championship favorites.
Says who? You?
Think about it. They have all the elements.
They do. I agree.
Starting quarterback. And look at their D-line. I forgot they added Will Helt from Purdue. TJ Parker, 19.5 tiffles last year. He was on ESPN's first team All-American. Peter Woods, he was ESPN's first team All-American. Like, winter Clemson team's great when they have the badass D-line. They're looking like one of Dabo's old teams. Little old Clemson. Here comes Dabo.
Little Clemson.
For revenge. You said he couldn't do it in the NIL era. Wait till now.
Clemson has fallen off because of the quarterback position, mostly. They finally got their guy, get some weapons around him. I'm with you. I like it. Yeah. I like it. I don't disagree.
Aaron, give me a quarterback that's not one of the major names that's going to be awesome next year.
Miller Moss at Louisville. Miller Moss, baby. Let's go. He's got some good running backs. Going to take some pressure off him. Good team in a next tier conference in the ACC. Quarterback they just had a year ago went off. I saw a lot of good things from Miller Moss last season. I know it didn't finish off the way he wanted to when he got benched, but a lot of good stuff. I think him in that offense with some weapons and that run game, I think Miller's going to have a good year for the Cardinals.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. Duck Knight says Mendoza. Is he at Auburn? Cal quarterback? Is that where did Mendoza end up?
I don't know.
Let me see.
Is he battling Jackson?
Oh no, Jackson went to Auburn. No, he went to Indiana. Yeah. Oh yeah, Indiana. Okay. Yeah. Signetti, Mendoza. That's a very good call, Duck Knight. Speaking of Duck Knight, he's an Oregon fan. I wonder about Dante Moore next year. A lot of pressure on Dante Moore to follow up what Bo Nix and Dylan Gabriel did. What about this? Rocco Becht.
Oh, you love Rocco.
I love Rocco.
You love Rocco. Love Rocco.
Finally, shout out to Rich Rod. He's getting the band back together. Pat White returning to West Virginia as assistant quarterbacks coach and assistant to the head coach. Of course, your age, you remember Pat White. 35-8 as a starter. Big East record holder for touchdowns, 103 total offense. How about this? I read this line. I don't know if it means just in the Big East or maybe ever. I'm not sure, but it says first quarterback to start and win 4 consecutive bowl games. He's awesome.
Pretty good.
Where's Steve Slayton, though? Where's Owen Schmidt? We have Noel Devine on the staff. We have Pat White on the staff. Where are Slayton and Schmidt? Bring him back. Schmidt. You remember Owen Schmidt?
I don't.
What? Okay. This will be our last thing then.
I do like Bo Maldonado in there. Taylor Green, Arkansas. A lot of talent.
I feel like we just hyped him so much last year, and then
he had some pretty big moments, though. I mean, he's got the tools. First year there, I think second year, you may see a little bit more. Kid's like 6'6", runs a 4.4, good arm.
Who?
Taylor.
Yeah.
But watch this in the
free. All right, here we go. Here's an old. So Owen Schmidt used to do this thing, Aaron, before every game. Well, just watch.
But watch this. In the pregame introductions, he takes his helmet and he hits his head. And we have a handful of stitches to close up that gash.
He hits his head with his helmet before every game. He used to do it at West Virginia all the time. He did it so hard, he just fucking busted his head.
And he's gone. Just bye-bye. And that's how CTE also occurs. All right, everyone. Appreciate it when y'all joining us here on a Thursday. We will be back next Tuesday with another episode of Snaps. Have a great one, everyone.
Not get out that easy. I got one more video for you, then I'll let you go. This is. Oh man. Okay, we can play that one next episode. You want to see the most insane thing I've ever seen?
Huh.
Aaron, have you ever smoked weed before?
Yes.
Okay. Well, look, I love marijuana, obviously.
No,
I can get a little anxious if I smoke too much, though. Bro, look at fucking Wiz Khalifa here. I've never seen anything like this. He's got a blunt in hand, and watch this video. He has a gravity bomb that rotates, and so every time you it pulls more smoke out of a giant hole that can rotating and hitting with a blunt in his off hand. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, breathe out, breathe in. He's going to be on another planet. Hey, this is insane.
Dude, I remember Wiz. Wiz is my guy back in college. Golly. We went to Wiz Khalifa concert for spring break, junior year. So good. So good. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Yeah. That's definitely one of them. Okay, since we're already here, we got to do this last one. We'll do this one later. All right. We love you guys.
See y'all.
Y'all have a great day. We'll be back.